In this lesson, we're going to learn how to evaluate an expression. Specifically, we're going to evaluate expressions which have variables in them when we have the given value of that variable. So, by the end of this lesson, that is what we should be able to accomplish. So the definition to evaluate an expression, well, that is to find the value of the expression with variables given the value of the variables. So that means we need a problem that has a variable in it, okay? And we're just going to look at several of them right now. So how about the first one is, say we have x squared. Again, we have a variable and we want to find the value of this expression, okay? So we have a variable. To find the value of the expression, we have to know the value of that variable, though. Again, because the value of a variable can change depending on what's given to us. So let's evaluate this expression given that the value of the variable is equal to 4. So how we do this is just simply plug in the value of the variable into the variable of the expression. So if x is equal to 4, this means we just simply find 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So given the expression x squared, where x is equal to 4, the value of the expression, if we were to evaluate it, is 16. Okay, so let's try a different one. Say our expression is 3 raised to the x. And let's say x is still equal to 4. Well, that means we just simply plug 4 into x. Even though x is the exponent, we can still do that. So 3x. Well, that's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That equals 81. Again, the expression 3x with the value of the variable x is equal to 4. If we're to evaluate that expression, the value is 81. And let's go through one more quick example. Say we have a longer equation like 2x squared plus 3x plus 8. And again, we're going to say x is equal to 4. So you were asked to evaluate this expression. Again, we just simply plug 4 in for x. Now, when you're doing this with these longer equations, what I like to do is create parentheses everywhere there's an x. That way it reminds me that, okay, that's where x was, and I'm going to plug in the value of x. Okay, so if the value of x is equal to 4, we just plug it in right there. Okay, so now from here, we just use our order of operations. So first we start with parentheses. Well, in the parentheses, we just have a single number, so our parentheses are done. So the next one is exponents. So we're going to solve the exponents, which we just have 1. So that is 2 times 4 squared. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, and we have no other exponents anywhere else. Okay, now next in our order of operations is multiplication and division. So we solve that part next. And then finally, we just do the addition. So that would just be equal to 52, because 32 plus 12 is 44, plus 8 is 52. So given this expression and the value of our variable, if we were to evaluate this expression, given the value, we have that for an answer. Okay, now I'll just give you guys an example and see what you guys come up with. So let's say for the first one, our value is x is equal to, so x squared, given x is equal to 3. You can work on that right now. And our next one is 4 to the x, given that x is equal to 3. You can work on that right now. And our final one is 3x squared plus 4x plus 1, given that x is equal to 3. And you run that right now. Okay, now we'll go through each of them. So again, just plug in 3 for x, which is equal to 9. So to simplify this expression, plug in the value of the variable. The value of the expression is 9. Similarly, well, that's 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And again, I apologize, I wrote the value of x as 4, so we're just going to solve it as that. Even though I told you 3, I apologize. I'm just going to solve it as 4 since that's what I had written down. Again, sorry about that. So parentheses, they're already set. The next one is exponents. Next we have multiplication and division. Lastly, we have addition. So again, that expression given that value of x, if we simplify the expression given the value, that is our answer.